That is a new name for Swaziland. We've got people from Kenya. We've got people from Uganda, Tanzania. We've got people from South Africa, the Eastern Cape. So I'd like to welcome you to this presentation. What we're going to do today is to share with you on a business idea. And I think it's a business idea that can radically change your life because it has changed my wife and myself's life. So if you give me a moment, I'll have to share the screen with you. So Betty and I started this business, just one moment. We started this business about 24 years ago. And the reason why we started this business is very simple. Betty and I wanted to have a better life. As Paul said earlier, the mission of our business is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. So that's my wife and I. We started the business just over 2 decades ago. And the reason for starting the business is very simple. We wanted to make extra money. Not only to make extra money, but to have a better lifestyle. So when this business was presented to us, initially I thought that if you'd make an extra $200 a month, that would be sufficient for our needs, because as a civil engineer, although the income appeared good on paper, but when my payslip came for the first time I was in South Africa, 33% of my income went to tax. And that really bothered me because it appeared that having left my country, Kenya, to come to South Africa, the income level was not the same. So when this business was presented to us, it took us 2 days to decide, because I realized that if we didn't do anything, if we didn't do something, our life would not be as good as it should be. And at that time also, you know, when a man and a woman get together, there's natural expansion, children come along. And as the number of children increase, the cost of living also goes up, but your salary does not keep up with the cost of living. Because two things affect your income. Number one is called progressive income tax. The more money you earn, the more tax you pay. Number two, there is an animal called inflation. That means the buying power of your money decreases as time goes along. So those are the reasons why Betty and I started. And God blessed our business. After 7 months of doing the business part-time, our income reached $1,000. And when that happened, I decided I'm going to make this business my full-time career. So we kept building. After 3 years, the income we were getting from the business was 3 times my salary. And I fired my boss. And since then, I've been self-employed. So if you're a guest today, I don't know why you are attending this presentation. All of us attend this meeting for different reasons. Some because they want better better health, to use the products. Some want to make extra money. Some just want to make new friends. So this business is called network marketing. What is network marketing? Network marketing is a system of distribution of goods and services. But before I get into a bit of the more detail, let me describe what this business is not. First, this business is not a get-rich-quick scheme. What does that mean? It means that if you start the business today, you will not be wealthy tomorrow. It takes time to learn it. It takes time to build it. We say in our business is a 2 to 5 year plan. That means that if you apply the business, or if you learn to do the business the way it is taught, within a period of 2 to 5 years, you'll be financially independent. By that, we mean that the income you earn from this business will be sufficient to support your family. You see, most people are used to the 40-40-N plan, which means you work for 40 hours a week for 40 years and you end up with nothing. So this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes time to build it. The second thing is this. This business is not a pyramid scheme. And I'm bothered many times when people think that there's something wrong with the pyramid. One of the most stable structures in geometry is a pyramid. If you look at the Kenyan government, South African government, the US government, it's a pyramid structure. We've got the president, the vice president, the ministers, deputy ministers, heads of department. That is a pyramid structure. But let me describe to you the difference between a pyramid scheme and a network marketing business. Number one, a pyramid scheme, there is no product or service offered to the public. Number two, there is no regulatory body that controls or regulates that industry. Number three, a pyramid scheme collapses between 6 to 18 months. Why? Because it is illegal. This is not actually a business. In network marketing, there's a product or service that is manufactured or the manufacturers sell to the public in return for the money they pay. Number two is that it's regulated. Our industry is regulated by the Direct Selling Association. Any company that is doing this kind of business needs to be registered because the Direct Selling Association is the watchdog. Number three, there is longevity. Our company has been in existence since 1958. I think that was before many of us were born, assuming you are less than 60. So what is network marketing? What is this business that you're talking about? Network marketing is a system of distribution of goods and services. If I can give you an example, I remember around 2010 or 2011, I went to Zambia, Lusaka to do a presentation. And one of the guests in that meeting was a lady who was working for a beverage company. And she was telling us that the cost of 330 meals of that beverage from the factory was 600 kwacha. By the time the same beverage reached the supermarket, it was 3,600 kwacha. Why is that? Because between the manufacturer and the supermarket, there were different middlemen who kept adding the cost of the product, and who pays for it is a customer like you and myself. So what we do in our business is we cut out the middleman between the manufacturer and the consumer, and in between stands a distributor like myself or Jesse or some of my colleagues who are watching this presentation. And what does that tell you? Anybody who has done a bit of economics will know that about 50 to 70% of the cost of any product is distribution costs. What does that tell you? That tells you that there's a lot of money to be made in this kind of industry because the company pays the people who actually take the product from the manufacturer to the end consumer. That's why this business is very, very lucrative. A few things about building wealth. What are the key things that you need to do to be able to create wealth? Number one, you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. Why? Because everybody needs them. Number two is you need to have a global reach. You see, Betty and I live in Pretoria. If we opened a shop here and we were selling goods and services, the only people who would buy our goods and services are people who would be able to get here physically. Unless we also start using the internet to sell our products. But our company is registered in over 50 countries around the world. What does that mean? That we've got access to all these people who are in 50 countries. We have a global reach. Number three, you need to have leverage. What is leverage? Leverage is finding a means of multiplying your time and effort and money to be able to generate a higher level of income. For example, you and I have only 24 hours a day. If you sleep 8 hours, you spend 3 to 4 hours either traveling or eating or resting. Then you spend another 8 to 10 hours working. If you only depended on your time and effort to generate income, it means if you don't put in that time and effort, you don't have any income. So you need to find a way to multiply your to multiply your time in which you do your business. That is what leverage is. For example, Betty and I started this business roughly 24 years ago. And since then, over 40,000 people have joined our organization. So if each of those people are doing just a little every day, that is a very huge business. Okay? That is what we mean by leverage, being able to multiply your time and effort. The fourth thing is you need to get involved in consumable products. Why is that? Because it has a repeat sale. You see, you and I are going to use soap today, Today is the end month. You're going to go shopping and buy soap. The end of December, you're going to do the same. The end of January, the end of February, every single month you're going to buy soap until the day you die. Why? Because soap is a necessity and soap is a consumable commodity. Okay? If you add two other things, very unique products and very high quality products, then you've got a good business model. The fifth thing you need is a business system. What is a business system? A business system is a tools, procedures, and ways to run a business so that you, as the owner of the business, doesn't have to be present where the business is being run. An example are the banks. You notice that the owners of banks do not stay at the branches. They employ other people. They've got computer systems. They've got procedures on how the business is run so that they don't have to be there where the business is done. That is why it's very important to develop business systems, because it makes the business efficient. And the last thing is timing. Timing is very critical, because if you start a business at the wrong time and the public don't need it, your business doesn't grow. Our business is spot on in terms of timing because, one, for the last I think since the coronavirus issue started, about 230 to 240 million people have lost their jobs. What does that tell you? That there's so many people who are looking for ways to generate income or something to do to generate additional money, income. All right. Secondly, is people have become aware of the need for good health. For example, the sales of some specific products in most of the markets have gone through the roof. For example, zinc, vitamin C, garlic, things that strengthen our immune system. The sales have gone up because of the coronavirus. All right. One of the people who is really supports this industry and is really in love with it is Sir Richard Branson. And he says that if someone invites you for a business, network marketing business, just join even if you don't understand what's going on. Take time to learn it, build it, and soon you're going to be very proficient and you're going to build a very successful business. But the strange thing I found is that the number one reason why most businesses fail is people sell products or services that others don't need. And I find that quite astounding, because I assume that before you start a business, you need to do some market analysis and find out, do the public need my product? Okay. In South Africa, to start a franchise that earns you about $6,000 net profit at the end of the month, it would cost you somewhere between $150,000 to $200,000 to buy the franchise, work for 24 months before you break even. Okay? And the amount of money you need to start our business is very low. I will give an idea a bit towards the end of our presentation. Mr. Jerry Brasfield was the founder of our company, or the founder of our business. What happened to him during his teenage years? He had very serious asthma, and his mother gave him natural remedies. And when he recovered, he decided, I might as well share this idea with people. And that's how Neolife was born. Now Neolife is in over 50 countries. Started in the US in 1958, came to Africa in South Africa in 1971. Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania was 1996, 97. If you're a guest today, the business has come to your home. But why has Neolife lasted all this long? Neolife has lasted all this long because we believe in some basic principles. The first one is absolute integrity and honesty. We believe that you need to tell our customers, our distributors, and everybody else or the public, we need to tell them things with truth and honesty. We do not exaggerate what our products can do, neither should we exaggerate what the business potential is. But we can say categorically our products are the very best in its category in the world, and a lot of people have made very good income from this business. Number two is people are number one. The most important ingredient of our business is people. Our customers, our distributors, the staff members who work for the company, and the general public. Okay? The third thing is products that work. Neolife spends a lot of time and effort to develop the finest products of their category. That's why they developed the Scientific Advisory Board to investigate and do research just to develop and manufacture very high quality products. The fourth one is equal opportunity for everybody. Whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're a plumber or an engineer, a CEO or a housewife, whether you're 18 or 81, whatever it is, everybody starts from the same level and it's equal opportunity for everybody. And the people who build good business are the ones who speak to the people the most and build a large network. Then you need to have a long-range vision. I mean, if you started in 1958, that's 62 years ago. So you need to have a very long-range vision if you're going to succeed in our business. Okay? The next thing is, why do people start this business? Some people start this business for very many different reasons. Some start because they want to give a better life to their children. Some start because they want to have dream homes. Some start the business because they want to buy better cars. Some start the business because they want to have beach homes. Some start the business because they want to make a lot of money. I think that it's very important for us to learn how to make money. Why? Because I know people say that money is not the most important thing. I agree. But it ranks somewhere with oxygen. If you don't have it, you can easily die. You see, $200 for somebody in Africa can make the difference between living and dying. So we take making money as a very serious business. Okay? Some people start the business because they want to be physically fit and have better health. So people have different reasons for starting the business. Okay? Now, our company has 4 ranges of products. The first one is the golden home care products. What are those? These are things you need to clean or make your home look neat. We've got products for the bathroom, for the toilet, for the kitchen, for the carpet, different types of products. The second one is the personal care products. These are hair shampoos and hair conditioners, hand and body lotion. The third one is skin care, or it's called the nutrients organics, things you need to make your skin look neat. I mean, the largest organ you have in your body is your skin, and the last type range of products is the health supplements. This is the highest selling range of our business. Why? Because people know that if your health is finished, your mission in life is finished. Okay? So, what do you do in our business? We do what we call the 3 daily success habits. What are those? The first one is we use the products ourselves. Why is it important to use the products? 2 reasons. Number 1, we are supporting our business. Number 2, I think it is only fair that if you're going to propose or suggest products to people, we also need to believe in them and should at least have experience using the products. All right? Now, because Neolife is registered in over 50 countries, and each country has got a different currency, the company has devised what is called the point value system, PV. Let's assume you use 100 PV per month. The second thing we do in our business is we share the business opportunity. What does that mean? That we introduce other people to join the business. Let me say you introduce 6 people to join the business. These people are also independent distributors like yourself. They do 100 points plus your own gives you 700 PV. If you do that, you become a manager and your income is about $45 a month. It's not a lot of money, but it's the beginning of how to grow your business. The next thing you do is you teach people in your organization to do what you do. Supposing you teach the person on the top right corner of your screen to introduce 2 people who also introduce 2 each. You'll have built a 700 PV unit. If you add the 6 who are there, your business will have done 1,300 PV, and you become a senior manager, your income is roughly $90 a month. But that is just the beginning. Now you need to teach all these 6 people you introduce to the business to do what you have done. Each of them to build a 700 PV unit. If you do that, 7 times 6 give you 4,200, plus your 100 gives you 4,300. You become a director, and your income is roughly $580 to $700. Could be more if your business volume is bigger. But you see, not everybody is going to join your business. Some people will become customers and they use products. And out of these people, you make a profit of 20%. Why? Because these people are not registered, they cannot buy directly from the company. They have to buy through you, and then you make a profit out of selling products to your customers. The third thing we do in our business is called personal development. What does that mean? Personal development means you take time to learn about the products, you learn about leadership, you learn about what the products do, you learn how to build and lead a team. And how do you become, just one moment. You have a support system. Your sponsor, the person who introduced you to the business, and the training system helps you with training, support, and personal development. These are the things we run things like seminars, presentations like this one, audios, videos, books, magazines, training material for you to learn how to become a business leader in this business. All right? You see, some people are not interested in just $580 or $700. Some people are interested in more. If you want to generate a higher level of income, make sure you develop the people in your business to become directors. If you build one director under you, and you're also a director, you become a certified director and your income is just over $1,000 or more. If you build 3 directors, your income is about $2,000. If you build 6 directors in your organization, your income goes way beyond $5,000. That's what we do in our business. So I'd like to hand over back to Paul to give our guest to share his experience on what the business has done for him.
Thank you so much, Pascal, for such an amazing session that you have just done for us. I hope you can hear me, Pascal.
Yes, I can hear you.
Sorry, I was getting a notice that my connection is weak, so I thought you're not hearing me.
No,
so
okay.
Thank you so much for that session. It was quite elaborative about what we do in your life. And I believe our guests are a little bit more enlightened about what we do here. And right about now, I just want to bring into our meeting a gentleman who was invited some time back. He started as a student and today is one of the key leaders in our business in Uganda. He's an amazing speaker and a business builder and someone, who can be able to explain and take us through his journey through his opportunity. So I would like to bring to us our world team member, Mr. Jesse Hanebiona. Jesse, if you can hear me.
Yes, Paul, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you and I can see you. Go ahead.
Great. Thank you so much, Paul. And thank you, Pascal, for that elaborate presentation of our business. I bring you greetings to everybody on the call from wherever you are watching in from. I would like to appreciate you for making the time to be part of this significant meeting. As Paul has already mentioned, my name is Jesse Ainebiona. I come from Kampala, Uganda. I'm married. My wife is called Diana. And together we have 2 girls, Ruby, who is making 4 in about a month's time, and Moriah, who is 1.5. Professionally, I trained as a mechanical engineer. And partly that's how I got started in the business, because how did I get into mechanical engineering? Here in my country, we have a program at the university where if you excel, you will get government scholarship. That simply means that the government will pay for you to study at the university. And so for me growing up, that was my dream. I didn't want my parents to pay tuition because my family is quite big and I feared that they may not be able to afford the tuition. So when I was filling in my choices for university entry, I was not looking for which was the best course. I was looking for which is the best course that can give me government scholarship. And then as I filled in these choices, I happened to get a course on government sponsorship, which happened to be mechanical engineering. So it's when I got to the university that I saw what a mechanical engineer does. I remember it was time for industrial training and we had to put on overalls, we had to hold spanners. And I realized this is not who I am. This does not quite connect with me. And I saw people who were living lives that, you know how someone works on a job, not because they love it, but because they only want money. I noticed that was not my thing. So it was about that time when a friend invited me to have a look at a business. So he sent me a message. This is someone that I knew from way back in school. He sent me a message and said, Jesse, would you like to see a way you can make some additional income? That